Okay, so part 2 of overpopulator, and that was quite unexpected. I disappointed. Okay, so the progesterone will dip if the egg is not fertilized, because the progesterone is not needed to maintain the uterus lining. So the menstruation will keep happening and the woman will keep bleeding. Okay. What is menstruation? Menstruation, or also known as a period, occurs when the egg has not been fertilized and the lining of the uterus breaks down because progesterone has stopped being produced. And it is all then lost from the body along with other waste material or some other few vaginal waste material, also known as a period, and that is when women bleed. And that's why women items such as tampons and pads to stop the blood from leaking. Okay, what are progesterone and estrogen? So progesterone is produced by the ovaries when they detect an increase of ovum. When they detect that an ovum has been released. This hormone maintains the thickness of the lining of the uterus during the menstrual cycle and is used to keep it thick if the woman is pregnant, so that then the egg can develop into a baby with minimal harm. This graph here, from here, is the sudden increase of estrogen when that's unfinished. That's interesting. So sudden increase in estrogen about day 4 and until day 14, where then dips back down again. Let's get that fixed. Right, so that it dips back down again when the egg is released, and that is when the progesterone goes up to maintain the uterus lining. Estrogen is used to release the egg, and after that it's not really much use. So, estrogen. The hormone estrogen is secreted by the ovaries. It stops FSH from being produced. Only one egg can mature in a cycle, or one egg at a time, and it stimulates the pituitary gland to release the hormone LH. Yeah. So it makes sure that that egg, and only that egg, will be fertilized, and only that egg will be released. So then the woman will have quadruplets or octuplets, which would be very scary. The menstrual cycle. That's it done. No, it's not. Okay, great. Day 1 to 5, the uterus lining will break down. This is called menstruation. The hormone FSH is released from the pituitary gland in the brain. Day 5 to 14, the hormone FSH is released from the brain, which causes an egg follicle inside the ovary to grow. This here is a golden picture of the ovary, and this here is a small picture of an egg with a small blue pimple. Day number 14, the level of hormones released from the brain peak. And the egg will be now released from the follicle, as you can see it's growing greatly. Now travel down the fallopian tubes, and if there's sperm, then it will be fertilized. If not, then it will just come out. The egg travels to the uterus, and a different type of hormone is released by the empty follicle. The hormone maintains the uterus lining, so progesterone. If the egg has not been fertilized, the amount of hormone produced by the follicle starts to decrease. The uterus lining will soon break down again, and the cycle will start over and over. During the menstruational cycle, the uterus lining thickens. Why is this important? This is important because if the egg will be fertilized, then it needs to land in the uterus safely. If the lining is not thick, the egg can be damaged and the baby can be disabled, or the baby might not even be born, which is really horrifying. Also, the egg needs a plentiful supply of oxygen and nutrients, otherwise it will not develop, and then you can get a disabled child or no childbirth at all. It gets these all from the uterus lining. What is the placenta? So basically, the placenta is a bag an organ, well, not really an organ, but it's like a microorgan, I guess you could call it. It's a structure that the embryo that attaches to the uterus wall. It allows food and oxygen to diffuse from the mother's blood into the wall of the fetus. Carbon dioxide and waste products diffuse from the baby blood into the mother's blood. So it's like a courier, it's like a maid, basically, for the baby. That's a really bad way of putting it. How does the placenta work? So this is a bit better. Carbon dioxide and waste products are carried from the fetus here to the placenta. Oxygen and food are carried from the placenta to the fetus. Oxygen and food from the mother's blood go to the fetus's blood, diffuse into the fetus's blood, and carbon dioxide and waste products move from the fetus's blood into the mother's blood. Substances move between the mother's and fetus's blood through very, very thin membranes. The two blood spots will never mix, because otherwise both the mother and the fetus will become incredibly sick, and the fetus will probably die. Embryo. In the earliest stages of development, a human baby is called an embryo. Fetus. A fetus is a slightly more developed embryo. After 8 weeks, a human embryo is called a fetus. At this stage, the fetus will have all the main human features, and then continues to grow inside its mother's uterus for a total of 4 weeks, also known as 9 months. There are many different stages of development. In the first 4 weeks, the embryo is as big as a poppy seed and has started to beat. The embryo is surrounded by a membrane called the amnion. This sac contains a liquid that protects the embryo, known as the embryonic sac and the embryonic fluid. Protects the baby from any bumps and crashes, and nothing too major. In 12 weeks, all the fetus's body parts are now in place, from tooth, teeth to toenails. Fingers and toes are separated, and the fetus is beginning to kick and stretch. So now the fingers and toes are no longer be webbed, because humans are now both past that. By 20 weeks, the fetus is beginning to start hair, and the nerve cells for all the senses are beginning to develop. The fetus also begins to swallow and produce urine. Okay, the fetus begins to be able to swallow and to produce urine, not swallow some urine, because that would be disgusting. A fun fact, when the baby begins to sprout hair, a baby, no matter it's male or female, will grow a tiny moustache, which will then fall off, and small pieces of hair will go all over the body and be reabsorbed, or the baby will eat it. Okay, by 28 weeks, the fetus can now open and close its eyes. It will sleep and wake at regular intervals, and its brain is very active at this time. By 38 weeks, the fetus continues to build up fat those are their needs. All of its organs are fully developed, although its lungs will develop lots. By the 40th week, the fetus will be birthed. Birth control. Contraceptive pills reduce fertility, while fertility drugs increase fertility. The side effects of both of these drugs can be mood swings, nausea, headaches, tender breasts, and weight gain, which is why some people tend not to take them and prefer to be more natural. How do contraceptive pills work? Well, contraceptive pills contain progesterone and need to be taken every day. They mimic pregnancy, so the ovaries do not produce any eggs. How do fertility drugs work? These are used to help women who do not produce an egg every month. There are many types, but they all work to trick the body into producing more eggs. Like even 2 eggs at a time, which is quite dangerous, I think, personally. This can increase the chance of more eggs at one time, and it's also an increased chance of twins, because the amount of eggs increases.